All right, let's get going. Just another ordinary day. Going to head down to 24-hour. Activate that guy. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the trash people. Usually they'd come the next day. I get they didn't come the next day, but the day after that. But they still haven't come. In the meantime, all the deer are going like, yeah, we're comfortable. All right, anyway. Onward 24-hour. So Jug Tegmeyer, he did his drone flight. I guess I'm usually not around when he first drops it. Anyway, he talked about some of the things. So, Giga Texas, they make the Model Y.
In 500 feet.
250,000, what it said? Cybertruck, 150,000 capacity. Oh, they're talking about, so one of the things they talked about was making the Cybertruck autonomous.
Now turn right onto American
Now, I
Drive.
thought it was already able to run FSD, so I'm not quite sure what autonomous means. I think basically what it's saying is take the steering wheel and the pedals out and have it deliver stuff. And the example is like, say you order 2 sheets of plywood from, say, Home Depot, whatever.
In 500 feet,
They can send their
Bobby
Cybertruck out to your job site delivering the plywood to you.
Now turn right onto Bobby
Which
Ford Road.
in some ways sounds kind of cool. And I guess there's discussion, although it sounds more like rumors, of making an RV version of it. Okay, what are they doing? So is the Corolla coming up and they come to a stop? I think they're trying to figure out what to do. Must be. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, that sounds interesting. And so one of the other things I thought I'd heard before was they're going to produce Optimus in Austin. Now, what they really said was they're going to produce Optimus in a bunch of different places. And so that's why the reason they're stopping the Model S and the Model X production is to make the Optimus factory over there in Fremont was kind of a surprise. But when you sat down there, okay, I mean, their robot team, the development team, is over there in the Bay Area. So it kind of makes some sense. But then Joe is saying that there's a plan to make an even bigger factory at Giga Texas for Optimus, where they can produce, I don't know, a lot, more than 1 million. And that'd be version 4, okay? I don't know. It all sounds kind of cool, just, I don't know. No, just like they said that they're going to stop having the safety monitor in Robotaxi in Austin, and they're stopping the follow car. So apparently they switched to having a follow car. And what they've previously said was, but depending upon what the numbers are, that's what we're going to do. Well, the question is time, right? Not whether or not they're going to do it, the question is time. Okay, whatever. I mean, that all sounds cool if you're a Tesla investor. I don't know. No, Farzad had a video like, oh! No, okay, what now? But I think it's just the way he does it, right? There's such thing as getting clicks. Okay, whatever, peace and army. FSD-wise, no, I find it, so there was a statement, I think Electrified Dylan is the one that talked about it, but basically that Tesla kind of walked back from having AI 4.5, as some people said there was. So I'm not quite sure what the real answer is. Because it really go, well, yeah, if you're going by Model Y, wait and make sure you're going to get it. And then Joe said, well, they're already doing it. And now it's like, Tesla, like, what? It's a mislabeling. Okay. Oh, there was one other thing they mentioned in the earnings call, right? And that was the 4680s have ramped up. Oh, they're using dry electrodes, or dry electrode, dry anode. Anyway, they're doing dry process. And so the big deal about that is they're not having to use solvents and baking because it's already done. I wonder if that's what Toyota means by solid state. But anyway. So it sounds like that stuff has come along pretty good. Pretty exciting. So anyway, there was a mention that some Model Ys might get 4680s. Now, if you've been following it long enough, you know that there was a time when Tesla did 4680s in Model Ys, but it turns out they were
1,000 feet, turn left on
they weren't high yield 4680s. Let's put it that way. But I think they had them, so they used them. And so I know one YouTuber who got one of those cars was pretty unhappy about it, but I mean, I don't know what he expected. Right? I mean,
Now turn left onto Lomans Ford Road.
if you're telling me I have a choice between getting a Panasonic battery set and a 4680 right now, I'd say take the Panasonic. Right? If you're making YouTube videos talking about how it works and all that, yeah, okay, get the 4680s, but if your goal is to have a car that feels solid and don't worry about, get the Panasonics. Okay, let somebody else prove that it's reliable. Whatever. All right, so anyway, let's get going, shall we? Okay, how you plan to get there? You plan to go through the semi? That's interesting. Yeah, see, it's stupid to be here. You're gonna have a hard time making your turn. Where are you gonna go? That car's right there in front of you. Oh, so you figured it out, you have to go behind the semi? If only you'd done that before. You're gonna have to accelerate hard. Don't sit around waiting. So we cut across the pickup pulling a trailer. Yeah, not brilliant. Right. Okay, welcome back, guys. So we're getting off for breaker lane. So we just, FSD was towards the inside of the lanes, and there's a semi with a long trailer. And FSD got the idea like, oh, I'm just going to go past that semi and get in front of him. Yeah, but there's cars in front of you.
In 1,000 feet, turn right.
You don't really have that room. So finally FSD had to admit that I was right, he was wrong, and he had to brake and allow the semi to gradually pass him and then get over. But in the process of getting over, there's also a pickup with a trailer, and so we had to go around and hit that. Wow, okay, you didn't even look before you started there, dude. So there was a guy parked there, and I mean, there's a guy laying here on the ground who knows what's going on here. I think he's just taking a nap. What is it, 51? 61.
Now turn right. Now your destination is on the right.
Okay. We can go to the other side. No, I'm not. Okay. Huh. Oh, I guess we're not going to park on the side. Okay. Where are you going to go? Oh, it's pretty cool. He said, no, there's no space that I like. I'm going to park somewhere else. Don't like those spaces, huh? I don't really like those spaces either, but... Okay. I don't know. Where are we going? Well, you changed your mind? There's spaces down there. We could have gone down there. You want to give that Lexus a chance to get his car parked? That's not it. Look, the space right in front of us. Oh, man. Where are we going? Well, you're going back in over here. Yeah, that's a performance. All right. Well, it took a tour to get there, but finally did it. 28.7 miles, 47 minutes, 190.6 watt hours per mile. Cool. We're at 51 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. FSD wise, I think there's a couple places where I pushed him to the right because I wanted to be in the outside lane. And one time was to get out of a car behind me because he was going to go faster. Although he seemed to have a hard time actually going once I got out of his way. And someplace else I also wanted to get in the outside lane. But okay, whatever. So there's a few places where I'm going like, yeah, this is not so great today. But it's okay. So there you go. I guess we're doing fairly decent grade-wise. Now, we did take a tour of 24-hour parking. Second time he decided to pick this space. At least he parked, right? So we're doing okay. All right, guys, let's get going, shall we? See anybody? Press start. Ding,
In
ding.
500 feet, turn right onto Research Boulevard.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, bit much on the workout, but kind of needed.
Now turn right onto Research Boulevard.
Okay, that's what you do. Yeah, it looks pretty clear. I mean, there's a Volkswagen coming. He's in the inside lane. Of course, that's wait, because he's going to go into the middle lane, FSD that is, as opposed to just turning onto the outside lane, then merging over. Okay, whatever.
Now make a U-turn to stay on Research Boulevard.
Yep, open. Yep, looks like we're okay. Whoa, okay. Kids eat free on Sundays. Yeah.
In 500 feet, take the US 183 north ramp on the
Uh-oh.
left.
Why in the world did you almost cut my bumper off if you weren't going to go?
Now take the US 183
Oops.
north ramp on the left.
Of course, it's a line of cars, so just the way it is. Okay, are we going to move over before his pickup gets here? He looks desperate to get on. Oh, is he going to get off? No, he's just trying to make sure he cut me off. Didn't go fast enough. Oops. Yeah, FSD wants to... What? If you're going to go, go. He says we're going to go to Anderson Mill. Really? We're going to go in the fast lane, huh? And we're running standard mode. So we could go just a little bit faster if it weren't for all these slowpokes in front of us. Okay. Welcome back, guys. Almost up to the QT. It's a red light. Okay, it still says 2:52.9. I think that's what it was earlier, right around noon. Okay, 2:52.9 at the QT on West New Hope in Cedar Park. Welcome back. We're about to enter high school speed zone. Let's see what he does. Yep, the lights are active. So the school zone is active. Slowing down pretty significantly to get under 30. That's interesting, he's at 23. Although he's speeding back up a little bit. So anyway, although I've already done that, but the more times we can take measurements, the better. That Ford is pulling away from us. Is it? Ever so slightly, I think. Okay. By map data, he thinks the school zone is ended. And he's going to roll with it. Okay. And that's the end of the school zone. Okay, welcome back, guys.
Now turn left onto American Drive.
For the most part, pretty uneventful. The Lago Vista High School school zone was active.
In 500 feet, turn left
Not
onto
that
Santa Rosa Avenue.
we really need another video, but I got another video.
Now turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue.
Yeehaw, look out. So trash man and come here. Are they going to put us off till Monday?
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Yeah, see that person walking there is that deer. There's another deer. He's not moving. There's a deer down in the middle of the road.
Now your destination is on the left.
Cancel that. Okay, he picked it up. Okay, give a little accelerator, just a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, whatever. He's happy. All right, welcome home, man. 28.9 miles, 49 minutes, 177.3 watt hours per mile. It's 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and my car's set to 70. Okay, total trip, 57.6 miles. We just went to 24 and back. 10.6 kilowatt hours, 184.3. And I keep going like, wow, but it's actually the same thing each time, right? So it's like 5.4 miles per kilowatt hour. Sounds like it. And we're at 63% battery. We started with 79? Yes, we started with 79. Okay. So did he do anything really stupid? No. Did he do things I didn't really like? Yes, absolutely. 10.6 kilowatts. I would say it seemed a little less, not as good today, but just a little bit. Okay, with all that said, I think we're at the point where it's still an A minus. I'm not quite sure what I'd have to do to get a straight A. But, I mean, there was 2 times I used turn signals to move the car over to the right. Although, after a while, he said, oh, maybe I should be in the outside lane. And yes, if cars coming up on you, you should be in the outside lane. Or if there's no cars around, you should be in the outside lane. Right? You only should be in the inside lane to pass people. It's the usual understanding, although a lot of human drivers don't follow that. But, you know, come on. Okay, whatever. So that's where I'm at. So we'll call it an A minus. I mean, it's actually getting mostly boring. So if you catch a long format discussion, I'm either not saying anything or I'm just talking about random things. Right? So there you go.